Hi, Gary here again, and in this video I want to talk about pointing out faults. Basically, when you see a fault you need to say something about it and sort it out. So see it, say it, sort it. When you see a fault, it is important to say something about it immediately. Don't wait and see if that fault is going to reoccur again and again before you say something about it. Do remember that in a test situation you're dealing with somebody who is a driver, playing the role of a pupil. So any faults that they put in, they're putting in on purpose. And they're doing it to see if you can spot the fault. So if you wait to see if that fault is going to occur again and again, in their eyes, they're thinking you've not seen the fault in the first place. So by pointing out the fault as soon as you see it, it proves that you've seen it straight away, and it also gives you more time then to analyse it and fix it. So see it and say something straight away. When you point out the fault, say exactly what you've seen. So try not to be too vague with it, or say to the pupil, do you realise what you did wrong then? Just say exactly what you've seen. So for example, if they were coasting around a corner, tell them, notice you were coasting around a corner then. So they know exactly what you're talking about, and you can get agreement or not, or as the case may be, on whether they know they've done that fault or not. The other thing to think about is to find out whether it's habitual or not. If you see something for the first time, you wouldn't know whether the pupil's going to do it again and again. So as I said before, rather than waiting to see if it's going to happen again and again, you can sometimes check to see if it's habitual by asking the pupil. So for example, you might, again going back to coasting, you might see them coast around a corner, and so you could point it out and say, I noticed you had the clutch down around that corner there. Do you always have your clutch down when you go around a corner? So by saying that, it gives the examiner, in this case, the chance to tell you whether it's an habitual fault or not, because they would say, oh yeah, I always do that. So therefore you don't have to wait until you've seen it several times before you can start to do something about it, and to decide just how serious it is. If it's not habitual and they say no, then you perhaps wouldn't need to spend as much time on it. You could get rid of it a lot sooner. So say it as soon as you see it, and then you can sort it out very quickly after that. And that way you'll find that you won't get a massive build-up of faults, or a snowball effect as I would call it, so that you're not trying to fight them all the time. You're seeing a fault, you're working on it, you're getting rid of it quickly, and then you've got another fault presented to deal with. You might have 2 or 3 on the go at once, but at least you're not going to have about 10 to deal with all at once. And as I say at the beginning, it does help the examiner to see that you've spotted the fault straight away. So that's the way I would recommend you dealing with the faults. When you see them, say it and sort it. Thanks for listening.